Hello everybody and welcome to the Reds Army. So Manchester United has revealed their plan to build a new stadium with 100,000 seating capacity. Now, there are some concerns from people, especially me. When they announced this, I was concerned because the club is going to incur £2 billion to build this new stadium. So you can remember very well that there was a time when Arsenal and Tottenham built their new stadiums, and this action actually impacted their transfer budget. So even Omar Berada himself was so cautious about this, and he said that it's something they are thinking about and they are considering. The fact that Manchester United right now is struggling, we cannot afford to have a small transfer budget. This is a time when we need to transform our club and our team by bringing in players who can actually play according to Amorim's style of play. So according to me, I did some research and I realized that first of all, I think Manchester United and Ineos, they are going to prioritize transfers. I think they are going to give us two very good transfer windows where we are going to bring in good players who can stay for a very long time, players who can actually play according to Amorim's tactics before they can start building a new stadium. I think we are going to of course, there will be new plans. There will be plans. The plans will start immediately, almost immediately. And I think before we can hit the ground running, and start the construction, it's going to be around 2 years from now. The construction will begin 2 years from now because they have to give us time. They have already learned from Arsenal's and Tottenham's mistake, because whenever you invest in a new stadium, it means most of your money is being redirected to the constructions and the management of the new project. Now, it leaves you with very little money for other things like transfer. And Manchester United right now, we really need some new players injected into this team, since this team has already proven they are very inconsistent and very ineffective, to a point we are now sitting 14th in the Premier League, and with a very few games remaining until the end of the season. Now, personally, I think we are going to have two very good transfer windows where we are going to sell and release some players like Lindelof are going to be released. Okay, we are going to sell players like Casemiro. We are going to sell players like Højlund. I think Højlund might be leaving Manchester United, especially this coming window. And we're going to sell the likes of Sancho and Rashford. Although there are people saying that Sancho can actually be able to come back to Manchester United, I don't see him coming back to Man United. But if he decides to come back to Man United, and he's an asset to Amorim, because we have to give him a chance. He did not perform under Ten Hag, he didn't perform under Solskjaer, so we have to see whether he can perform under Amorim. And if he turns out to be an asset, then we will not be willing to sell him, or we will be keeping him. But somebody like Rashford has already proven that he cannot fit into this style of play, the system that Amorim is trying to implement at Manchester United. So that means Rashford is not going to come back to Man United. So if we sell Rashford, we sell Casemiro. Casemiro needs to go. I've always said this. He needs to go. Right now, when we can sell him, we need to sell him right now, because this is an opportunity that we might not be able to get it a few years into the future. We need to sell Casemiro right now for around £12 million. And I think the best place for Casemiro to go will be to go to Saudi, the Saudi Pro League. And we can sell Højlund maybe for 20 million if we are lucky enough. Maybe we can sell Rashford for around 40. That's 60 plus 12, that's 72. And then maybe we can find somebody else in there that we can sell and get 100 million. Then we can try and bring in a few players, 50 million, 60 million, 30 million. You know, we try and build up a team according to Amorim's style of play. So I think we're going to have two very good transfer windows before they can hit the ground running and start constructing the new stadium. That is why I had to make this video, because that's according to me. If you see Omar Berada talking about this publicly, it means they have been talking about it in private. This is it has been a primary concern for them, that they are about to take on a huge investment project, and yet the team is in transition. We don't have enough players who can actually help us win trophies. Okay, all these players, they are good, but they are not really good and to adapt to Amorim's style of play. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you really think that we are going to start the construction almost immediately and gamble and try to sell players so that we can raise money to buy new players? Or are we going to, first of all, postpone the construction until we get in all the players we need? Then we can start constructing the new stadium for Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you are new here, kindly take a second to subscribe. I know I sound like a broken record, but it really helps the channel. It motivates me to make such videos. It helps me build a community of people who love to talk about football, and mostly who love to talk about Manchester United. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a video like this. And if you know a group of people who would enjoy this content, kindly share with them. It's not gonna cost you anything. It helps the channel, it helps us reach more people, build the audience, and build a community. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.